Good evening, guys. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Lynn, and welcome to my channel for the love of scents. So, if you love fragrances, perfumes, or anything that smells good, please consider subscribing to my channel and hit the notification bell so you'll be notified of my future videos. And to all my returning subscribers, thank you so much for watching. So, today will be a different content for me. So, I will be discussing perfume clones. So in the last 10 to 15 years, the fragrance or the perfume industry has changed because of um, the introduction of these clone perfumes. And there is a lot of talk among the community regarding clone perfumes. Are they ethical? Are they legal? Do I have to support? Do I need to support them, or do I have to stay loyal to the original perfumes? The original perfume house. So I decided to did some research, and I decided to create to make this video as an introduction. After this discussion about clone houses, I will be showing you some perfumes that I got recently, and I want to compare them to the original. But first, let's start with the perfume clones. So there are three types of smell-alike fragrances. The first one is the fake perfumes. So the fake perfumes are they're trying to copy every single detail of a perfume. The scent, the box, the design, the packaging, and wording on the box. And this is basically a knockoff. So they're trying to sell a product pretending to be the real thing, and this is considered as illegal and as a deception. So everybody in the fragrance community doesn't support fake perfumes because just save your money and buy the original one. The next smell alike perfumes are the inspired perfumes. So these are the fragrances that has been created with similar notes to another fragrance. It is not a one-to-one copy, and there is a single tweak to the formulation. For example, is that this Mass Atelier, right? This is Atelier Cologne Mas Imperial. So this is for me. This is inspired Creed Aventus. Another one is Cedrat Bose. Cedrat Bose is another clone of Aventus, but this is an inspired. Another one is Hashibat, which is similar or inspired by Creed Aventus. Another one is Bath and Body Works in the Stars. So this was also inspired by Baccarat Rouge by Forte. So those are the inspired perfumes. So basically they have similar notes, but they're not one-to-one copy. They're not the exact copy. So like the Cedrat Bose, right? They have lemon on the top instead of the pineapple with the Aventus. So that's the inspired perfume. And the third one, which will be our discussion will be the clone perfumes. So clone perfumes are produced by the clone houses. Um, Basically, there's a lot. Most of them are in the United Arab Emirates, especially Dubai, and there are also some clone houses now in the United States, like Dua, um, Juliana's Perfume, Belayered, Duche, and they are the perfume which tend to copy the scent profile, and but the seller clearly displayed that it has a different name, it has a different packaging, but the buyer or the perfume company clearly let the public or the buyer know that this is a copy of a certain scent. So the packaging, the bottle will not look like the original one. So there is no element of deception here. So basically, they will let you know that this is an exact copy of, for example, Baldi Apric or Crida Ventus. So those are the perfume clones. And um, so why do they do that? So what's the reason why? Sorry. So the next question is, Are they legal? So yes, they are legal because you cannot patent a scent. So if you, for example, create a Ventus, right? They create a Ventus. They cannot really patent a scent or the smell of the perfume. They can only patent the design of the bottle, the name, the brand name, and the packaging, but they cannot patent the scent. They can patent certain ingredients too, but they cannot patent the scent. For example, if you can create a certain scent using a different ingredients or materials, then you will get away with it. So technically, that's why they are a lot in the market, and big perfume companies cannot do anything about them because they are considered as legal. Now, the next question is, are they ethical? So technically, they are not ethical because what happened is that instead of doing the long process or the difficult path of original originality and creativity, clone houses piggyback the piggyback of the success of others and bypass the difficult work of developing the original creation. So before I didn't know anything about clone. Every time I compared clone with the original perfumes, I could not find the name of the perfumer of the clone houses, and I didn't even think that there is no perfumer because they are actually copying the work of the original scent, original perfume with the original perfumer. So that's why they are unethical because they're just copying the work of another perfumer. And how do they do that? So they do the in the last 10 years or so, because of the advance in technology, they can actually copy the scent by using um, chemical analysis of the original formula through a process called gas chromatography and mass spectrometry. So this analysis separates and quantifies the aromatic molecules in a fragrance composition, and the resulting output is an accurate interpretation of the scent. So what happened? They use this process. So they called GCMS, gas chromatography, mass spectrometry. So they take a sample of the original scent and they studied it molecule by molecule, and then they copy that composition because perfume is a very complex and difficult very complex scent very complex perfume is very complex, and even the best perfumer in the world cannot copy a scent just by smelling it. So they can smell a perfume and they will know, oh, these are the notes, there are some jasmine in it, there are tuberose, there are vanilla, but you won't actually know the ratio or the composition of the actual scent. So it's very difficult to copy a scent by the notes. So what they do, because they discovered this method, then because of that, they developed the clone houses, how the clone perfumes can be very similar to the original scent. Um, why why are clone perfumes cheap? So number one is because there's no cost of research and developing, right? They don't have to hire a perfumer to pay a lot of money to the perfumer to do research, to do analysis, to develop a scent basically. And another thing is marketing, right? When a certain perfume is already well known, like Creed Aventus or Baccarat Root 540, they don't need to do a lot of marketing anymore. They just have to inform the public or the buyer that this perfume is copy of the Creed Aventus. Then people will already know what's the smell will be, right? There's no need for marketing. There's no need for a lot of sampling. There's no need of paying like a model or a star, a celebrity to endorse your product. So that's another reason why it's clone perfumes are cheap. Another one is the brand name, of course. So when Chanel Dior or Tom Ford creates a perfume, you have to pay the name, right? The brand name, the luxury of the brand name. So sometimes majority of the price we pay in a product is the name of the brand. So that's another thing why clone houses are cheap. Another one is the quality ingredients, right? Usually original perfumes they use a higher end or quality ingredients because the purpose of the clone houses is to develop a fragrance as close enough to the original for less money. So if they found out that this scent has these ingredients, they will try to look for the most affordable ingredients to substitute the original one. Because as their purpose is to make the cost as low as possible. And the purpose of that is that they want this this perfume. The target market will be the different like the different audience, right? The people who cannot afford to spend $400 a bottle for Creed Aventus, they're targeting those people who has no budget to buy expensive perfume. So as much as possible, they want to lower the cost of the ingredients. They want to lower the cost of the production. So they will choose low quality ingredients. Now the next question is if they're using low quality ingredients, how come most of these clone houses or clone perfumes last longer? So because they uses less quality ingredients, they can compensate by putting more perfume oil. So as you can see, most of the perfume houses like Okcha or Juliana's perfume, they come in an extrait formulation, instead of the Eau de Toilette or Eau de Parfum formulation because they can they have the capacity to put more perfume oil because they're using less money for the ingredients and at the same time all the other reasons that I mentioned before. Now, the my next question is, do I support these clone houses? Some of the people in the fragrance community they don't like clone perfumes because they want to support the perfumer and the company who really put all their effort and research in creating an original scent. Now, I am that person too, right? I also believe in the originality and I support perfumer because if I I was born recently, I want to become a perfumer instead of what I am right now. But if I put myself in the place of a perfumer, and I don't want people doing that, right? I don't want people copying what I've done. But it's not just that. Um, Perfumes should be created for everybody, right? So if I have the resources, if I have a lot of money, of course I will buy all original scent. I will buy all the Tom Ford scent. I will buy all the Creed, all the Mason Francis Christian scent. I will buy all of that because I have money. But these clone houses, they create it for the general population. They create it for people who cannot afford to buy an expensive perfume. And another reason that this perfume clone houses are saying that they copy the scent, but not exact copy. You know how when I will review all these perfume clone that I have, they're not really 100%. There will always be 5%, at least 5% differences between the clone and the original. So they have this argument with them that they're not actually copying the work of the perfumer because they're not 100% copy. So it depends on each person. I think it depends on each person if they want to um, support the clone houses. But another thing is that um, one point that I want to make is that there are two types of perfume reviewers or perfume enthusiasts. So, as there are two parts of the brain, we have the right side and the left side, right? The right side dominant of the brain is the artistic one, while the right hand is the language or the scientific one. So when you are reviewing perfumes, there are also two types of perfume reviewers. They are the artistic one. The artistic one is that whenever they smell a perfume, how they describe it is how the perfume makes them feel, right? When they smell a perfume, they will tell you that these perfumes, whenever I smell it, I it gives me an idea about walking in a beach, um, drinking pina colada, or whenever I smell this perfume, I'm in a spa, in an expensive spa. So it's the experience. It's the experience of smelling the perfume. So that is more of the artistic perfume reviewer. While the scientific one, is whenever they smell a perfume, they see all these molecules, they see all these notes. They want to break down that scent. What is that scent that I'm smelling? So that is the scientific side of a perfume reviewer. Now, if you apply that to the topic of clone perfumes, if you are a very artistic person, you will not, most of the time, I don't think you will support clone houses because um you are on the side of the perfumer, right? The perfumers are so artistic, right? They develop this scent with their passion, with their the expertise and their artistry. And for you, it's like it's a plagiarism. So basically, those perfume reviewer, they don't support that clone because of that. But for those scientific perfume reviewers, they see things right in a different way. So they see how these clone houses has developed a technology scientifically to clone or to copy a scent. So this is how you this is how I see both side of the uh, community. And for me personally, as I said before, if I have the resources, I will definitely buy all original. I will not buy any clone houses. But at the same time, there are market for clone houses. There are people who cannot afford to buy expensive perfumes. They cannot afford to buy $300, $400 perfume. And at least if they try the clone perfumes, they give, they still get the experience of smelling that scent. So that's my point. That's my take on this. I am in the middle. Like I don't really support them, and but at the same time, I believe that there is market for them, and there is market, and there are people who will benefit from them. So that's my take on clones, perfumes, and clone houses. And my next video will be I bought a lot of from Latapa. So these types of bottle. So they clone Tom Ford. So you can actually tell Lovely Cherry, right away that they're duping or they're cloning Lost Cherry. So I bought like 7 of these, and some are map that just came out. And I will be comparing them to the original scent, and I will give you my thoughts, how similar they are with the original. So, thank you so much for watching. I know it's been a long video, and if you're still there, I appreciate you watching until the end. And hopefully, you'll watch my next video about these different clones that I had. So, what do you guys think? Please let me know in the comment down below if you support clone houses or clone perfumes. and what's the reason why you don't support them, and what's the reason why you support them. So thank you so much for watching. And if you love this, you like this video, please give me a like and subscribe to my channel. Thank you, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye bye.